center. We look for the edge, but we only find another stone cold and a dot, a chaotic tapestry that we forgot. No book is like another in this vast design, yet they speak of nothing but a broken line. 500 pages of MCV and D, a nonsensical cause for eternity. We open the we search for a word, but the language is dead or completely absurd. Is it a secret code of some ancient tongue, or just the mad scribbles of a song unsung? father walked these galleries 50 years ago, and his father before him in the pale yellow glow. They searched for a volume that would explain the whole, the divine justification of the human soul. But they died in the corridors, weary gray, and the wind of the stairwells blew their ashes away. We are told that the library is perfect and complete, but to us it's a desert of silent defeat. educators calling his name. They say they have found the design of the law, and the books of the infidels must feed the fires more. They search for the man of the book who has read the catalogue of catalogues, or so it is said. They strangle their brothers on the spiral stair. They throw down the volumes into the cold air. They believe that by clearing the nonsense and lies, the voice of the Creator will finally rise. But the empty spaces they leave on the shelves only mirror the void they have made in themselves. Burn the books, clear the stone, we will find the truth alone. Cast the gibberish to the ground, let the silent God be infinite, it cannot be tamed by the madness of those who have killed and defamed. For every page burned, 10,000 arise in the cold, timeless void of these indifferent skies. We are fighting the ghosts of a mind not our own, on this altar of paper and cold.
I've slept in the dust of 1,000 rooms, amongst the dead travelers in their paper tombs. I hear them whispering when the lanterns grow dim, a phantom chorus singing a faceless hymn. They point to the shelves, they point to the air, but when I black insects locked in a cage. They tell me I'm dreaming, they tell me I'm dead, that I am just a sentence that someone once read. A fictional character lost in a verse of an infinite book that is slowly turning to the end of the mind, and there is no comfort for those left behind. Only the silence, beautiful and deep, where the secrets of Babel are buried in sleep. He sat in the corner of Hexagon 9, an old man of shadow drinking old wine. They called him the bookman, the one who had read the grand index volume, the map of the dead. His eyes were like oceans of parchment and ink, and he spoke in a whisper that made my heart sink. I found it, he whispered, the book with the key that justifies God and explains you and me. It was on a high shelf covered in molding, in a room where the air was incredibly cold. It spoke of a journey, it spoke of a light, but the words were too beautiful for human sight. But remember, my son, the old man then said, the book that you seek is already inside your head.
The library is giant, but your soul is the spark that lights up the pages and conquers the dark. He smiled and he faded like mist in the dawn.
And I looked at the corner, but the bookman was gone.
Bookman, the hope of the blind, the ultimate savior we're hoping to find. A phantom of wisdom, a ghost of the shelf, or maybe just a mirror of my own deeper self.
We search for the master who wrote down the code on this endless, beautiful, heartbreaking road.
Is it gravity pulling, or is it my mind
spinning. The library is grand, and we are just dust in the palm of its in the corner of a shelf on the fourth level high, I found a small volume that caught my dry eye. I opened the cover, prepared for the worst, for another long sequence of letters accursed. But my eyes didn't lie, and my heart skipped a beat as I read the first sentence, so clear and so sweet. Oh, traveler of stone, do not lose your own grace, for the beauty of life is not bound by this place. The labyrinth is vast, but your heart is the key, a message of hope
They came in the night with the madness of kings to burn down the pages of beautiful things. The purifiers marched through the halls of the wise with ash in their hair and with blood in their eyes. They threw the holy fragment I found to the floor and set it ablaze by the hexagon door. The smoke started rising, a black heavy cloud choking the galleries, wrapping a shroud around the ancient leather, the parchment of years, drowning our hopes in a river of tears. The burning pages flew through the shaft like bright birds, a tragic blazing dance of forgotten sweet destroying the legacy left by our kind. They think they are saving the soul of the place, but they're erasing the last of our grace. The library is burning, the library is red, and we are just ashes among all the dead.
My eyes are nearly blind. I have left the dreams of my youth far behind. I no longer search for the index of gold or the book of the secrets that cannot be told. I am content to sit on this step made of stone and watch the dust dancing in the light, all alone. Too vast for our minds to command. The lack of a meaning is a meaning itself, an infinite poem on an infinite shelf. Oh, let the hexagon stretch to the end of the sky. A seeker of dust, I surrender my soul to the ultimate trust. My body is thrown down the spiral today. I know that the fall will not wipe me away, for I am a part of this infinite space, a line in the book of this wonderful place.
closing, the light is restored. We are notes in the song of an infinite chord. Nothing is lost, nothing is dead in the book of the cosmos. We're eternally
The lanterns are fading, the yellow light dies, and a peaceful dark falls on my tired old eyes. The library is safe in its infinite sleep, and its secrets are keys that we don't have to keep. The circle is perfect, the circle is wide, and I float like a leaf on its beautiful tide.